Well, I'm feeling kind of squirrely. I'm sitting on go. I'm 100 amp fuse that's about to blow. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I'm ticking like a bomb right before the explosion. Strapped in wild-eyed, locked and loaded. I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. Got no blood left, replaced with vibration. Gonna rearrange the alphabet. I'll explain it later, cause I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Well, I can see right through time and space, immortal on this 100,000 gigawatt roller coaster. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, I'm all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. We're all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. Yeah, we're all jacked up. 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 All jacked up.
Well, welcome to the Warren County Sports Authority page. This is your first inaugural episode with Back It Up Terry.
Back it up, Terry. We've been waiting.
Been waiting.
We've been waiting. I've been waiting now. You know, I've been putting a little pressure on you. So, hey, this is going to be the first, and it will not be the last.
Well, the worst thing that anything ever happened to me was putting a mic and a camera in front of me and going, hey, you want to go talk for about an hour or so?
Well, you know, the way I've looked at it is this. I kind of watched you do this at maybe some other organizations. I thought, he can make that work for an hour. We can sign him to a long-term contract.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but it may come to bite you in the butt before it's over with.
Well,
But
there's been a lot of other ideas that's done that in the past, so we're good.
so, Sullens, how's your day been, buddy?
Well, let's see. I don't know if you may notice it's really hot outside. There's some temperatures, and then you know, working on equipment that's equally hot. So I've been hot, equipment's been hot, and we're running hot. So
Man,
I'm glad to be in the cool studio.
Boy,
right
I'm
now.
telling
I'm
you,
glad you actually invited me. It'll be the first, last, and only time, right?
They don't say it's the last. But I was like struggling trying to figure out who I wanted to be my first guest, and whether you're on the topic on my side or on the opposing side of the topic that I got for today. It's going to be exciting.
We're going to have a lot of fun. I mean, the title to me is great. 4th of July, Back It Up, Terry.
Coming out right before 4th of July.
Coming in hot. And we are ready to roll tonight.
You speaking about being hot, I moved, in side jobs, I moved 3 houseboats here today. And the first houseboat we moved, we blowed every tire on one side of the trailer.
You get really hot changing tires.
So we're sitting on the side of the road, jacking this daggum thing up, changing all the tires on the side of the road.
Been there, done that.
And I was like, whew, this couldn't have went smooth today when it's 100 and something degrees.
2 things I've learned when you're on the side of the road changing tires. People do not move over for you whatsoever.
Well, luckily we was on, we actually drove across the road to the other side.
Good smart move.
And but nobody stopped to say, "Hey man, do you need help?" When you're sitting there with a 50-something foot houseboat, 14 foot wide, nobody's going to offer up. Hey man, I got a jack.
But here's what I'm also gathering. You talked about moving a houseboat, so you're thinking, "Hey, we're around water." We were in no way, shape,
No. We was between Quebec and Sparta, and these old houseboats come off of Horseshoe Bend where the tornado hit down there. So we was hauling them to the junkyard. So they're not like it's not nobody's like stopping to go, hey man, can we go out on your boat next week? They got moss and stuff growing on the side of them. So it wasn't like the best thing. So I just want to let y'all know that Sullens has been brought in today, has no idea what I'm going to
I
talk
have
about.
no idea. You know, that we talked about last week when I think Connor actually said he's coming in. He wants to come in next week and he wants you to be the first guest. And I'm like, no, I don't. I do this enough as it is. And then you talk me into it. So I have no idea. But you have told me that we're going to create a lightning storm, that thunder and lightning are coming.
That's
Is that
coming.
correct?
I sent Connor some pictures of some things.
Oh, my goodness.
And you
got pictures?
Yeah, you may just break it out of what we're actually going to talk about.
Let's hear it.
Boy, them bales uptown.
Ooh, the bales.
Sure stir. I think the official word is what?
A bollard?
Pollard.
Is it a bollard, a pollard, a bollard?
It's one of the two.
There'll be a city official that's tuning in, I promise you.
Them things that move out in the road and run over people.
Yes. Then if you don't have those, if you didn't have those, somehow, some way, I wouldn't be able to make the turn and I would run into somebody's insurance company. Correct? I mean, that's kind of what we're told a lot.
So I take it that me and you might be on the same side of this.
Well, here's the thing I will say. I'm going to be on both sides. I don't understand why we have them, but the amount of business that that we have got based on trucks running over them and they having to come and have them fixed. So I think y'all just put them in the middle of every road. You know what I mean? Our business would go up.
Okay, so let's just dive off into this because I've seen on Facebook many times, and I've got in some Facebook discussions with people about.
You're a guy that would get in a Facebook discussion. I didn't know.
No, I learned from a friend of mine that you can't argue nothing on the internet.
Yeah.
Because they will beat you up with stupidity.
Yeah.
They try to bring you down to their level, and you can't win an argument on there.
I'll give you that.
But so if that bale wasn't there,
yep,
that I say again does not move.
Now, when you say that bale wasn't there, I think that there was a time like back when our fathers were growing up that those bales did not exist. Is that correct? Somehow, some way.
Connor, at this time, could you put in one of them silver poles? And
I like a guy that's prepared here. I like it.
And if you're looking at Facebook now and you're seeing the silver pole that's all scratched up and bent up and stuff, that's the corners that don't have them. Yeah.
So there's our corners that do not have those up
They don't have them.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
And now I brought Sullens in because Sullens is a part owner in Sullens Transportation.
Yes, that's what I've been told.
I used to own a trucking company, drove a truck my whole life, drive a tour bus.
Yeah.
And I would be the guy that you would think man, them bales are like the worst thing in the world. But the way I think of that bale is that's an 85-year-old woman in a wheelchair sitting there.
We got to stay off her.
So when you get to that corner and you see you can't make that corner, do you just run over the 85-year-old woman?
No. Well, the only difference between that 85-year-old woman and that bale or the bollard or whatever you want to call it, and you know where I'm going with this. One thing that's amazing about those, they do not move.
They not.
They have no forgiveness.
Now wait. What'd you say? They don't what?
They don't move.
So they didn't jump out in the road and hit a car.
No, they usually don't.
A car hit them, right?
Most of the time.
So my argument to everybody, and I would love to hear chime in on Facebook if we have viewers and stuff of.
Oh, we got some viewers.
What y'all's opinion is of what should be done, because I've understood that at this point in time we're thinking about changing the direction of the lanes uptown. We're thinking about taking one lane out and making it wider and moving the other traffic over so that people that do not understand and cannot visually see that, we're fixing it for them.
I'm going to go out and on a limb here and say this. If we didn't change anything about what's going on downtown with a bollard or bale, could you get a truck and trailer in and out of that place?
Well, I'm going to say this. And I'm taking the side of, I've been in Washington, D.C., I've been in New York City. If you pull up to an intersection that you are stuck at, boy, there's an amazing thing, people, and I'll show you it. And you can call 911 and tell the operator as soon as they answer, I am not in an emergency, but I am in a situation. I am at the corner of, I think it's Main Street and Chantry.
Okay, Main Street and Chantry, that'd be one, yeah.
And I need to turn right here but I can't make this turn. Could you send an officer up here to direct me at what I need to do? Because you have to think about these guys that are from out of town. They have no idea that they can drive straight down Main Street and go out between Burspa and Spangler Tires, make a right, and come right back up around through there.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that.
So there's other options than the one that most people take is, let's just see if we can jump these things that are...
That's...
At best, I hadn't never measured them, but they're knee-high, are they not?
Yeah, and they're pretty sturdy. They're solid.
Dude, I've seen them yank axles out and, like, tear up a lot of junk.
Yes.
Got in a discussion with a guy on the internet that said, are you going to tell somebody's family that this truck flipped over on top of them right here? Because evidently he was sitting there. A box truck hit one of them things, almost turned over.
Yep, we've seen that.
Are you going to explain to somebody's family member that got killed why these things are here? And I said, yeah, I'm going to look them straight in the eye and say that truck driver's a dummy.
I will not disagree with that. Most of the time that we get a call, and when I say we get a call, it's usually us or there's a couple local towing companies.
Yep.
You know the drill.
If you want to sponsor,
yes,
we are looking for sponsors. Any local towing company.
A towing company would be great for us. You know
Would
what I mean?
it not?
It would. I think a towing company would be great for us. But most of the time when you go up there, the first thing that I do when I get there is kind of roll my eyes because I'm thinking, I'm not a big fan of them being there, but how you ran over it, how you center hung that is just wild to me because you didn't miss it by an inch. You missed it by 15, 20 feet.
I actually was trying to get my phone out, sitting in traffic day to record. There was a guy that was trying to make a turn there in a dually with a regular car trailer behind it, and he had to back up and wiggle around there. And I was like, man, this would be great if I got this video. If this dude, I didn't want him to hit it, but I was like, if you hit this right here and I'm going into this first podcast with this would be like great.
Oh, now you've been in all the bigger cities, and you've did it with all kinds of equipment. Here would be my question. Do you think that there's people when they're seeing these bales or bollards uptown, do they not understand what those actually can do to a vehicle? Do they think that will actually break away? You understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't know if they think it'll break away. I think they think they'll bounce off of it.
Like you'll roll over the top, no problem.
Because I've watched too many people. I've watched a U-Haul truck up there. I'm talking about got almost upside down and tore the side out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was sitting there going, dude. But the main thing is coming from a truck driver and coming from a truck owner at one time, and you own a trucking company, if your truck driver called you and he was hung up there,
I would be very upset. I had
a truck driver call me one time, and I had to buy a $10,000 mailbox, one of them big concrete mailboxes.
Yeah.
And he said, well, it was in the way. And I said, did it move? I had one truck driver over on come up Highway 8.
Yeah.
And it was going to turn in Twin Oaks Road, which if y'all don't know where Twin Oaks Road is, it's right before the Dollar General store coming on the Highway 8 if you're going to hit Burspa Street.
Yep.
And he turned, and if you've never looked over there, there's a ditch over there. It's over knee high, and he run off in it like turned a reefer over. And he come and he said, man, I don't know what happened. And I went, I can tell you exactly what happened. You didn't swing wide enough, and you shouldn't have been turning there. The ditch has been there for 30 years. You know, I don't know what to tell you. And he was like, well, I know the land didn't, it'd been all the dollies back.
Oh, yeah.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, all that quality stuff that takes hours upon hours to repair. Yeah.
But I can't figure out how the
so
city...
you're here. But my question though, are you pro bollard then? Are you good with them being there?
100%.
Okay, so you're good with them. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Connor, you want to click on one of them black posts?
Boy, he's got you trained. We've been doing this for Connor for a year or almost 2 years.
I'm gonna assume there's a black pole on the screen now, and if you notice, this black pole has no marks on it.
Yes.
The sign is clearly readable that's on it and
Yeah.
stuff, and you know why? Because that's at the corner where everybody tears their junk up at.
Okay.
And
I like the pick. You did a good job.
see, man,
Preparation's
I
key.
come in prepared.
Prepared.
I don't know how long that we can talk about these pollards, but
I will say this. Connor's been around Simmons. No, we're gonna throw Simmons out. Connor's been around Trev and myself. We come in with no preparation. We just say, hey, roll it. So, hey, we've got a good one here, Connor. He's prepared for his show. Might add a 0 to his check. You know what I mean? I just don't want
Well,
to
if you're
ditches.
getting paid zero and you had a zero,
Exactly.
zero's a zero.
Zero times
around.
zero, zero.
But I would love to like, and I don't know how to get on here because I'm just new to this. Oh wait, we've got people like chiming in about.
No, we got they're all chiming in now.
See,
Thomas Smith, one of our loyal listeners, big time sponsor, Napa owner, calling it a bell bollard.
You got Drew Walker says the ballers, while aggravating, protect the buildings, people, and upkeep of the sidewalks and curbs. My
point
sentiments
exactly.
I mean, they was put there for a reason. I mean, I know some people, and I won't call them out. I'll just say his initials, HC, that come up by the fountain and turned and tore his running board off his pickup truck. Do you know who he blames?
He blames
He blames himself because he said I wasn't paying attention. He said that thing's been there forever. I mean,
okay. I don't think that they're going anywhere. One thing that I do, I'm not really pro or anti. I'm going to dodge them regardless. I do have problems when I hear people say if we take them down, somehow, some way that somebody's going to run through a church or an insurance business. And you've heard those comments too.
I've heard them comments, but have you been on the road lately?
Oh, yeah. And I've had some people that maybe, you're exactly right. There are some people that really struggle.
Let's look at like.
They struggle, yes.
I mean, but I'm not saying they would run over. Is Hoover and Son still in that building?
No, I think it's Gibson. It'd be Gibson up there.
Okay.
That'd be a great sponsor.
So, yeah, Gibson Insurance, if you want to sponsor this show, I can give you all the details about that. What is that? What's the word I'm looking for? It's at this point in time, you don't need to be tongue-tied while you're live, but that's an unedited commercial break of trying to get sponsors. I don't know that ain't the word I was looking for, but close enough.
Hey, we throw anything out to get a sponsor now.
Where I do have the problem at, though, is that the city wants to change the direction of the roadway.
Because of this?
And I may be wrong. Y'all Facebook people will correct me if I am. Simmons sent me the link, but I didn't have time to read it. I think coming from Depot Bottom up Chancery Street, they're wanting to, you know how you got 3 lanes there? You got one going down to Depot Bottom, then you got one going across by the library between the library and Methodist Church, then you got one that turns on Main Street. I think they're wanting to take that middle lane out and make all of that one lane on the other side and widen that lane. That way, if a truck pulls up, they can make a turn.
I don't know if I'd agree with that. I do agree with something that Simmons has said. There are places we need bollards. You know what place that needs bollards? DC Tire. People just running through that place left and right.
Trying to kill poor old Danny like it ain't like it's yesterday. God. Well, that went off the rail quick.
Yeah, that went off the rails quick.
Speaking of DC Tire, you want to be a sponsor?
Hey, if you need to put 4 tires on a car, maybe not. But here's the thing that I really struggle with. It seems that the city has decided that they're going to stay. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
They're not going anywhere.
Well, Sullens, I'm gonna bring up something.
Tell me.
So you remember where Hester's Battery Shop used to be at? Where I reckon there's a new hair salon going in.
Oh
now.
yeah, Hester's up there. Yeah.
So there used to be a fire hydrant there.
Yes, there was a fire hydrant there at one time.
If there had been a bollard there, would the fire hydrant been gone, or would the bollard tore the rear end out of a truck and trailer?
Well, let's just say the spread axle trailer that maybe somebody was driving that was maybe in this room. Not.
No, I'm not going to tell that much.
I didn't say. I will say this: the fire hydrants do break away. Quality thing. Quality.
See, that's one of the things I want to talk about, but I wasn't going to mention it that far. But
hey, the statute limitations passed.
That's passed. That's been 20 years ago.
That's been 20 years ago.
But
you just got to remember you got a trailer behind you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, I jumped in my dually yesterday and had a trailer behind it, and God thank the backup beepers and the cameras, because it's the second time in the same driveway I've done it. I was on the phone, headset, phone's laying right over there if you don't believe me. Jumped in the truck, pulled it in reverse, went to back up, and the beeper was going off. And I was like, why is this backup beeper going off? And I was almost jackknifed in the driveway because I forgot I had a trailer.
Okay, let's talk about downtown. a little bit because we're talking about the bollards. They're not going. We've talked about. They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere.
Every time that we see, you know, a news outlet or something puts it out there, 40 or 50 posts come up. We all understand. They're not going anywhere. Okay. How and you travel the country, so how do we get into when and I don't look at Google Maps when it comes to Warren County. Like, I mean, I've been in Warren County, so I'm not going to look at Google Maps to try to maybe find out how to get to Dibble. You know, like I've done that a couple times. But how have we got to the point with all the technology we have that we still have trucks going into those places where they don't need to be? Tell me that.
That's a very
Is that a valid question?
That's a very good question because I'm every week going somewhere, and I use two things. I use a truck GPS,
Yep.
and I have it set up for a bus,
Yep.
and then I use my phone too.
Yep.
And the number one thing that I do, which is very handy, is if I'm trying to get into a venue somewhere.
Yep.
And most venues are not like accessible. If you look at Bridgestone Arena, Nissan Stadium, anything you're going to do in Nashville, well, that's the way it is in any venue that you're trying to get buses and multiple trucks in. They have this amazing thing called Google Maps.
Yep.
And then they have satellite view. And you can zoom in on satellite view, and then you can do street view, and you can drive down that street. So you can drive down that street and turn each corner. And so let's say that I'm going into New York City.
Yep.
I do a street thing, and I try to see if there's a low underpass, if I can get here, get there. Preparation.
I would agree with that.
I blame, look, I'm a truck driver myself. I come from, but I blame truck drivers more than I do any person in the world. If you do not prepare for where you're going, how do you know where you're going? If you just get in your truck, start it up, and take off into McMinnville, then you end up at the Methodist Church and Gibson Insurance going, oh, Lord, I need to turn this way to go to Depot Bottom. Not knowing that you can drive straight through and make a turn.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, sit there for 25 minutes and make everybody mad in Warren County and do a Google thing right there. But do not make a right-hand turn.
You just brought up a great one, and you know, Connor, you know how we do. We'll take roots, and branches are coming off of this. Okay, you just brought up a great point as far as everybody in Warren County is going to be mad. Now, you went to major cities. You know what traffic actually is when you talk about.
If you want to make people mad, stop in the road in New York City and try to figure something out.
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times what we think is a traffic jam in maybe Warren County or McMinnville is about a 0.03% of how it is, and we do it every day with our trucks. I struggle. Nashville, I've said it many times. We've got 7 million people now living in Nashville, and we still have the same interstate system that we had back in 1978.
I'd rather drive in New York City as I had Nashville.
So I guess where I'm going is, if you're in McMinnville and you're sweating a little bit under the collar because there's some traffic, take a pill. It'll be fine.
It's going to be fine.
You're in no way, shape, form, or fashion creating a traffic jam.
Okay, look. You talk about branching off and spreading dirt. Let's talk about back to the strip just for a second.
Tell me. You know anything about back to the strip?
I don't know hardly anything about back to the strip, but I know a lot about the strip.
Yeah.
Everybody gets upset about the strip and about the fact that, it causes this big traffic jam. Do you not realize that every one of them businesses have a back entrance to them?
Quality point.
For a reason.
Quality point.
Everything but about Lowe's.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing that don't have a back entrance to it. You can get to anything, any business. You can get to McDonald's. You can get to Kentucky Fried Chicken. You can get to anything in that McMinnville Plaza. You can get to anything. You can especially get to Mud Bums to get you some wings.
Absolutely.
If you want to be a sponsor to back it up, Terry.
And if you get tired of eating wings, get up there on the stage, start doing some karaoke. You may doing a podcast if maybe Brett will do that for you.
But everything out there has a back entrance. So use a different strategy instead of just pulling up there and going, I'm mad, you know.
Not that I want to get on talking to the back of the strip, because we aren't going to do that. Do you get a lot of complaints with back of the strip when it comes?
Oh, yeah.
Really? For just that one night, there's complaints on the traffic.
Well, let me say this.
I shouldn't say complaints, but it is something that is brought up.
Let's look at it this way. How many people do you think from sponsors and participants that night, workers in every business stuff actually participate in backstrip? Would you? We have a population around 40,000. Would you guess overall 10,000 people in this town contribute to backstrip, whether it be a sponsor, whether they bought a T-shirt, whether they showed up at the car show that day, or they're working in a business?
That'd be 25. I don't think it'd be 25%. Is it?
I don't know, man. I mean, you got to see how much traffic's backed up
Oh,
out
there's a
there.
lot of no doubt. There's a
All
lot
right,
of
let's go
traffic.
7,500.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you 5,075.
All right, let's go.
I'll give you that.
I'll give you
that.
I'll take whatever.
And let's be honest, 5,750. That's a
8 people. 8 people usually a year is what grabs.
okay. So basically,
Do you know how many people that me, Mary, Teresa, Leanne, Leslie, all of us focus on that make us mad? The 8 people.
Really?
Them 8 people.
Yeah, because that's
Because
the
I
one
want to tell
that
you
makes
something.
the blood boil. A
Yeah,
little bit.
you can have your podcast here and nobody's going to say nothing, but you let one comment that's bad, that's what you're going to read, and you're going to look at it and you're going to go, why are they mad for?
Oh, I'll
Why-
give you that. I'll give you that.
So them 8 people, and I have to tell us every year that
We're good.
look at the percentage of people that participated in this and we made happy, and look at what Backstrip's doing to help the community, and we only made 8 people mad.
Well, that's kind of like this. You know, I did some kind of. Semblance did me so wrong a couple weeks ago.
No.
He gets me on this rant where I used the word damn. Of course, it got 90,000 views, but there was 5 or 6 people that were hot. Now, we gained about 1,000 followers, so I took that as it was okay. But those 5, man.
Like I said.
I had one guy actually said I was on really good stuff, Connor. I was like, man. I wouldn't want to be on that good stuff if I act like that. If I act that way sober, I definitely wouldn't want to do that under medication.
So at this point in time, we're kind of like off the Ballard thing a little bit, and I've got to say this.
Yeah, but if we want to get back, so I'm really surprised though that you honestly, because when you brought this up, I really thought Chris Terry would have been a guy that said those are not needed. You were okay.
Let me say this. I'll go this route.
Okay.
Is I don't know. I can tell you what would happen if they're not there.
You think we're tearing up sidewalks?
It does not matter to me whether they're there or not.
But you think okay?
But I do understand that thing does not move out in the road and run over any person. And when somebody gets on Facebook and says them things are causing so much damage, they've done so much destruction, this, that, no, they didn't. No, understand that thing did not cause one bit of destruction. The person that run over it,
I'll give you that. The driver did.
Caused the destruction.
And 99% of the time when they're saying that it caused destruction, it really only caused destruction on that vehicle. It's not like it caused it on, it was not a 17-car pileup.
Well, it's probably them people that, it was a 17-car pileup because somebody had to wait up there because the wrecker come up and pulled it off, and they got butt hurt because they couldn't go to Chicken Chef. Speaking of Chicken Chef, you want to be a sponsor? We're looking for sponsors.
I'll tell you what now, Chicken Chef, man, solid.
473 50
50-20?
50-20.
Is it 50-20?
It's either 522.
I think it's 50-20.
It's 50-20,
Look it up.
I think.
I know it's 50-20.
Yep.
I think.
Closed on Tuesdays.
Gosh, it closed on Tuesday.
It is.
We need. You know what, Chicken Chef? You want to become a sponsor? We're all in. Hey, we'll take a meal.
Take
some
a
cash.
meal.
My goal is just to be
Connor's
fat
over here
every night.
Googling going,
Is it 50-20?
I think it's 50-20.
931-473-5020.
There you go.
That's free plugs right there.
Sometimes there's some numbers you just don't remember. I couldn't tell you I can too tell you Sullen's cell phone number because I've called it long enough. But like,
okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I just put your number because I memorized your number. We're not going to give it out, but like you called me, we talked so many times, I knew it. I just now have put it as a contact. Am I a contact?
Oh Lord, you've been a contact forever.
There's certain numbers that weren't contacts because I knew their number.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm that guy that eventually I'll put it in as a contact.
It's amazing that how that our life changed. Me and Sullens are old enough to went through this change of you memorized every person's number.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
My buddy Philip Parton that passed away last year, his phone number used to be 668-8412, and he would be telling a girl, he would go, so if you can't remember my number, just remember 8 plus 4 is 12. 8412. So you had to use creative stuff,
Yeah.
So you always remember somebody's phone number. Now I'm not even sure I remember my girlfriend's phone number. I'd struggle to look at it, but. So we got any like serious opinions?
Yeah, Simmons is out here saying that my goal with all this was to get all the chicken restaurant sponsors. That was the goal of doing all this. He's probably right because that's pretty much the amount of money that I'm making right now. You know what I mean? It's chicken feed. So hey, we're having a lot of fun. It's been a great ride so far. Okay. I've always said we need to do this. We got to find out who is the best, because we know Simmons can't do this because he can't back a trailer. But we need to find the best driver when it comes to truck. Now, I'm not saying a tractor and trailer. I'm just saying, let's put us a gooseneck and a dually, and let's have a contest of who is the best driver. And we're not talking about we're backing or we're running down the road. Things you got to do. You got to be able to navigate downtown. That'd be the first.
Well, that'd fire a whole bunch of people.
That's going to eliminate a bunch. My next one, you got to be able to turn into chicken shelf and go through the drive-through.
In a truck and trailer?
I said a truck and gooseneck. Just a little goose. Not a 53-foot. I think we can get a gooseneck in there. What do you think? You got to swing wide.
You'd have to swing wide to get off the hill. Then if you didn't get center hung, but then you got to get past the back of the building. You're going to have to make sure the cars are not back there.
We'll have the cars cleared. I will say if there's cars back there, that could be a little
Who's paying for the damage to chicken shelf when these idiots run over it?
Well, it depends on how good of a sponsor.
And there'll be a sponsor, yeah.
Yeah, we need how good their sponsor are. But tell me some other things that we've seen. We're talking about traffic in Warren County. Things that you see where you're going, that's not going to work. Chicken shelf's a good one. It's hard to get in, and I shouldn't say that, but you got to understand how to drive to get in and out of chicken shelf.
Where's that at? I mean, honestly, if you come up from Depot Bottom straight to the dadgum fountain.
Yes.
Boys, if you're in anything like a dually like I drive, I mean.
Pretty tough.
If it's loaded up with them people that's going to court that day.
You scratch some nice wheels up pretty quick.
Yeah. If you run over the bollards earlier, you're probably going to be at the courthouse explaining what you done.
See, Depot Bottom be another great one. We got to get to this. We got to get to the top of right there at Depot Bottom. We're going to go across.
Yeah, we're talking about Depot Bottom Country Store that would be a good sponsor for.
Absolutely, that'd be a great one. We're going to leave. After we eat a sandwich there, we're going to leave, make a right, go up there top of the hill,
and then just take off. We got to stop.
You got to see if you can take off.
Yeah,
because a lot of people can't do that. And we might want to see if we can do this with 5 speeds, because this is something.
We can't give them automatic.
Yeah, you can't give them automatic. You got to give them.
Can Simmons back a trailer?
Can Simmons back a trailer?
No,
he'll tell you. We've actually said we are renting this piece of property so we can teach Simmons how to back a trailer in a 70-acre field, because there's a lot of room out here. He cannot do it. That is going to be a video that we're going to do. You're going to teach Simmons how to back a trailer.
Whew. The first thing is do not go stop to stop. I'll let a person, if I'm going to train somebody how to back up a semi, and Sullens will agree with this, first thing I do is take them somewhere where they can't hurt nothing, and I watch what they do. And most normal people, if they've never backed before, they will take the steering wheel and go from stop to stop.
Oh, absolutely. They get that bad boy just turning. Back and forth.
The minute they see that trailer come around, they're like, oh, crap, I got to go this way, and I got to go this way. Well, that's all they ever do. Gentle moves, man. Gentle moves.
And then another quality sponsor. I think that this will be another one. We go down to Cotton's Marina. And we see
who can dock a boat.
Who can put the boat in at Cotton's, huh?
Well, we've crashed up everything. Cotton's.
Hey, that's qualified captain stuff 101 right there. You know what I mean?
When they can't turn the motor the right way to get the back end to go which way they want it to go. In reverse, they got it going the wrong way.
You ever just went to a boat ramp just to watch?
Dude, I've said for years I want to go. Like this weekend would be the perfect time at Sligo to go to Sligo, get a couple of chairs. Some refreshments,
some adult beverages,
yes. And just sit there and laugh.
Oh, it's hours of entertainment. Hours.
It's the biggest fights that ever happened on the lake, too.
Absolutely.
This guy left that house that morning thinking he was going to take his hot wife and his kids, and he's going to go have some adult refreshment, and he's done in a fight that's going to cost him a divorce at the boat ramp, and it ain't in the water yet.
Yes. If you want to make it interesting, bring a megaphone and cheer them on as they try to back their boat down.
Dude, have you seen that group that has a whole TikTok, And that's all
That's
they
all
do.
they do.
That's all
See,
they do.
I'm
watched
I'm
that.
all in on that.
And dude, they get so mad.
And see, I'm with Connor. You start giving them some encouragement, and they start sweating a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
They're not ready for this.
And
Oh.
I like to cheer aloud when I get drunk.
Oh.
So, and I'm already there.
Or that guy that has never, and well, you know, because it's coming this weekend. 4th of July, that guy's went and bought his first boat, and he has no idea what the no wakes on means.
I seen one. So if you haven't been to Sligo in a long time, I don't know if you know where Sligo's at, but in Smithville, this, that, and other. So they've added new slips, and it's like a
Yes.
90-mile walk back
Yes.
there the back. And I'm watching this guy with his brand new pontoon boat, and he's got it running back it out of his little slip down there, and the motor's up, and the prop's out of the water, and his wife's looking at him. He's looking at her, going, "Why it's not working?" And I'm thinking, do you not hear that your motor's supposed to go? And it's going.
But okay, question. Now you're supposed to be a good neighbor.
I turned
That-
around.
Okay, you
I
did.
turned
You did
around,
go
and
down there and tell
the
him
minute that I was fixed to put his motor down,
somebody else told him.
his wife had evidently told him he was an idiot, and he put his motor down. Ask me where I was going at that point in time.
Where were you going? At
I
that
was
point?
going down to make sure that my baby's mother and my son's stepfather's boat was still in the slip, that it hadn't sunk because it got put in the day before, because that's just the kind of person that I am.
Are you? Here's another, and you just brought that up. You probably did that because you have seen people that when they put boats in, they forget that there's things that are called plugs.
Well,
we
the
got to keep the
plugs
water out.
and it's brand new, and they don't really know. And I said, "Hey, I'll get up Sunday morning, and when I take the dogs to the bank, I'll roll on down there."
It
Now,
was-
granted, I did not pedal; I was on my tricycle that's electric, because you can't get a build like this by walking the dog. Let's just be honest. Everybody don't have the metabolism of the Sullens.
So, question: the boat was still there.
The boat was still there.
What, was there a point on your way down there that you were thinking, "There's a chance this boat will not"?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Because when I left him the night before, I said, "You got good insurance on it?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I'd sleep easy then." I mean, come on. If you're over insured for what you're, the insurance is another thing that, out there.
Adam Wood,
Adam
Farm
Wood.
Bureau 12. Hey, we need to start doubling up. We're talking about big houseboats, Trev.
Insurance is the number one thing that you have to pay that you hope you never use.
I hope you ever use. You know
And
what?
that's exactly what Adam West told me. Sorry, Adam Woods, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, he hopes the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, don't
Yeah,
call
don't
me,
use it.
but send a check if you don't
Yeah,
care.
Send a check every month. We just hope we never have to talk to each other.
Exactly.
What is so? What have we got? You're going to be on the water this
I'm
weekend.
gonna be on the water this weekend.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
You
matter of
going
fact.
tomorrow?
Mhm.
All week?
All week.
I mean, you're ready. Supplies ready.
Just about.
Okay. Just
Got my Walmart order to pick up in the morning. Walmart, if you want to sponsor.
If you get Walmart sponsored, hey,
Hey, is that a
he
challenge?
gets 2 hours.
Is that a challenge?
That's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
That's a challenge.
You don't know me very well, do you,
So,
Sullivan?
so here's my question. We've been on about 40 minutes. I know you had a little nervousness, which
did.
I was surprised.
Well, I mean, it's a different thing to come on, and I told people this. I talked to Kelly Walker about
Yeah,
it. I talked to different people about it. It's different if I'm coming into your show.
yeah.
You're the captain of it. You're going to direct it however, and I can sidetrack it sometimes by us talking off the ram here or there. But putting this spotlight in my face, and then first off, I didn't really have a guest. I was trying to figure out who I wanted to bring
yeah,
on.
You're gonna have to be, you got to get better guests. I'm gonna be honest. They
I don't know.
You gotta be
This
better.
pretty good one for the first, and I mean, we ain't even got to the point to where we're going to give you your Sullen's rant, and I'm going to time you to see how long it is.
No, it's Terry's take this week. No, Sullen's rant's a one-time deal. Now that's a once a day. And you've told me that you want to do a Terry's take. So
Well,
we got to get that sponsor for Terry's take.
we have to get a sponsor and
Yeah.
stuff. I have to tease the crowd for
Yeah,
that. Speaking of,
I don't know if y'all know it, audience. We need some sponsors to help out. So feel free.
yeah. Speaking of backing up though, there
Yep.
could be a challenge between me and you. I ain't backed a semi in a long time, but
Where we gonna do it?
you said we got 70 acres out here.
Well, I mean, but back in the we could do it over here, no doubt. We get a truck and trailer over here. We'll see.
What do you want to back at? Speed or at or through obstacle course because we'll go out here
Well,
on
let's do-
we go out here on Westwood Road and put them in reverse, and
see if we. Hey, see if we
I can
pull-
get to high gear coming down my driveway at the farm.
Hey, we'll start here and back. We may have to get approval from the city, but we'll just start backing and see if we can back into Boyd. What do you think? Simmons got some connections with Boyd.
From here to Boyd.
Yeah. Let's just see how, you know what I mean? I mean, that'd be the
Do
speed.
you want to challenge? I mean, I was thinking about a challenge. I was thinking about like backing from here to your place at Sullens Transport.
Well, first of all, we're going to have to get the city and county and the
I mean,
state. You know what I mean?
You're wanting to run right down here
Yeah,
past Sid's.
I don't. Yes.
I mean, come on.
Hey, and if it goes bad, I'll just stop over at Stiz and get me another truck.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a straight shot, and then it's a driver's side back into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't know we were doing Olympic truck driving right now. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I'll give him a challenge. I'll give Terry a challenge right now. If he can back a truck from here to our place, I'll sponsor his show. Because the local law enforcement they're going to be getting calls. You know what I mean?
Hey, there's a truck driving backwards
the wrong way.
down
He's keeping
55.
up with traffic.
Well, now that goes. Don't Motlow have a truck driving
They
class
do.
now?
They
so
do.
so we could get them to sponsor.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tennessee College of Applied Technology, please
Yes, we actually
reach out.
do some work with those guys.
See.
They do a quality job training the future. Because let's be honest.
So let's look at this. Let's go back on the challenge of me backing all the way to your place.
Yes.
So I got driver's side. I can go driver's side turns all the way to basically the whole way.
Yeah. Well, you got to put if you're backing, you're going right up to the time you get back to the high school at the red light. You're gonna have to make you got to.
It's still driver's side.
Driver's side, and you're still going
How
to
many
go driver's side.
how many pull ups do I get, and what's the time frame?
Okay.
What we have to do is we have to drive it at a regular speed and see how long it takes to go to regular speed.
You do it in an hour. You do it in an hour.
I want to think I could do it in an hour.
You do it in 1 hour. You want to do it in daylight or dark.
Mm.
See, that's another thing. See, dark might be a little bit better because traffic flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You reckon? I'm going to say if they see a semi backing down the road. Probably.
I like this challenge, O'Connor. Hey, I think we can raise some money for this one.
Yeah, I think we could too. And there's always the other option, which is the legend of Smokey. Back down Mont Eagle Mountain.
I tell you what, if he bounced down Mont Eagle Mountain, that is legendary.
Oh, yeah.
That would be legendary.
You know,
Sorry,
though,
the bandit, not Smokey, my bad.
Okay, so this is how podcasts get sidetracked. He brings up Mont Eagle Mountain. You gotta realize Mont Eagle Mountain is nothing
No, versus some of the other mountains.
compared to other places I've been at in the United States.
Colorado and those places, the Rockies.
Man, it's like a drop in the bucket. People just do not think that it's going to be that bad, and they have a safety brake point at the top of it that is mandatory for you to stop at for a reason, to make sure that your brakes stop, plus to get you stopped.
Is
to
that a
start over
mandatory
there.
stop?
It's mandatory, but I've
I
watched.
thought that was a suggestion.
I've watched Sullens. I've watched me and Sullens
I gotta go.
maybe blow right past it like we had good sense, especially when it's empty.
Yeah. So we got an hour. We'll give him an hour. We'll decide if it's going to be daylight or dark.
Well, how long does it take you to drive from here to there?
Oh, 3 minutes. 3 to
Okay,
5.
okay, well then hours.
I mean, an hour would be good. I mean, you might say 30 minutes.
How many pull-ups if I like really screw up?
I think I'd give you 2.
Okay.
And then if you can do it without being stopped,
By the
because
law?
somebody's calling the law. I think you're good until you get to the red light at the high school.
Well,
Would you agree?
I'm
Because once you get to Dollar General, the amount of traffic, there's going to be some calls. So maybe we need to do Smokey and the Bandit. We have somebody run some cover for him.
I'll talk to my contact in 911, and by the 4th call,
yeah, but
mission's
here's
over.
the thing: by the time I get to the Dollar General store, I'm gonna have it in high gear in reverse.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be running 15, 20 mile an hour in
If
reverse.
you can get there, but I think we got to be able to stay on the road. We can't be off on the shoulder. We've got to be in the right lane. You understand what I'm trying to say? So we're in the right lane. I think once we get to Newbies and Smart Station, we're pretty good.
You reckon?
I do think once we get to Newbies and Smart Station that they will
You're
be.
giving me 2 pull-ups, and I got to turn off at Newbies. I've got to go around and hit by the railroad tracks. I mean, that's a wiggly wobbly.
How many do you want?
I mean, if two's the challenge, then I'll just have to do it
Well,
slower.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you as many pull-ups as you want because I think when this starts, the videos are going to be all over social media. And our
Well, I
views,
don't know that we could do it live because then the law would probably be watching it.
I can't wait for this audio to get back to Sheriff
Matheny.
Sheriff Matheny and Chief Mosley, and them walk up here and Studio
And Miss
65 and be
Mosley.
like, absolutely not. That is not
Well,
gonna happen.
it's broke down. It's hung in reverse.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and we've done a lot of, you know.
Hey, I had a truck hung in reverse in Connecticut, and this is a true story. It dropped its trailer. It was hung in fifth gear, and it dropped its trailer and was running 45 mile an hour on the interstate. Got a ticket for impeding traffic. Got a ticket for no reverse light, and got a ticket for not having a tag on the front and back of it. And federal law says all you have to have is a tag on the front.
Mm.
But-
them pesky federal laws.
But you know, it was one of them cops that woke up that morning and
Yeah, he wanted to make a.
he was in a bad mood.
He was in a bad mood.
That
Sometimes
night,
you get a bad
the night before didn't go like he expected it to go.
Okay, so we've decided we're going to pull out of here. That's a pretty. We got a 90-degree to get on the road.
Hmm.
It's not bad. Who pays the ticket?
Warren
Those are
County
ma-
Sports Authority.
Those are major points on the record. Oh,
Whose insurance are we under? That's the next one.
there's another one.
Adam Woods.
Adam,
we got to get a law firm to sponsor the tickets.
absolutely, because we'll try to beat the ticket.
Yeah.
You always got to try to beat the ticket. That red light out there, it doesn't have one of those cameras. What do they call them? Flock cameras.
I don't think it does.
It does. Oh my God, that's terrible. Well, if we're going backwards, though, I mean, could they really?
Are they really going to take the picture the right way?
Exactly. I think we're on to something here. And we'll just have hey, maybe we do it. It's a contest.
You know, you have the perfect place over here for something else that I've always.
Oh
thought
yeah,
about
somebody
doing.
said that you had it, the idea, and I need to hear it from you.
Well,
Tell me.
I've got multiple ones, but all these people that run zero turn lawnmowers think that they're like the best zero
Oh,
turn.
absolutely. I'll give you that.
You could have a zero turn race out here that would be like the bomb.
I'm all in on the zero because you're exactly right.
Because everybody thinks I'm the best zero
Yes.
turn operator.
And
I'm
you've
this,
seen
that, and
some
other.
of them.
they're not.
terrible.
And you could have it right over here. It's kind of like they had at the fair with Mark Young used to win it every year, the backhoe.
Yeah, the backhoe competition. Yes.
So you could have the zero, and then you could have the inaugural one.
Yeah,
You
the
could
first-
have the champion. and
Yes.
Me and you ain't gonna win it.
No.
No.
I'll be honest.
Troy Sullens might
Troy
compete.
Sullens
in-
pretty good on the zero turn.
He
I
might
mean, he
compete.
gets a lot of practice in it. You know what I mean?
Troy Sullens told me one day. I said, "Why do you not hire your yard to be mowed?" He said, "It's the only time that I get peace." He said, "I just go out there and mow my yard," and he said, "I don't have to worry about it."
See, but this is where Troy and I struggle a lot. Okay, because now he's decided that he needs the zero turn mower. Back when I was a teenager, he wouldn't even go out and buy the Murray 36. We had to push mow it.
All right, so
I struggle with that, and that's one reason I hate mowing because I'm sure at some point in time in your life, you were doing something at 12 and 13 that your father told you to do, and you basically said, "When I get older, I will never do this whatsoever."
push more yard.
You know, that was something. That's where Troy and
I
I
used to
struggle
push.
with
I
that.
used to push my great grandmother's yard with a reel mower. You know, a reel
Yeah. Oh,
that had blades that the only power it was is how hard you pushed it. But speaking of that, there's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Not on the same team as y'all are.
on the same team.
That he used to have to push mow his mother and father's yard.
Yep.
And when he went off to college, his daddy went and bought a brand new
See,
Cub Cadet
that bothers me.
riding lawnmower.
feel
And he
for-
come back and he said, "Dad, I've been push mowing this yard for 10 years and I didn't think we had any money." He said, "You don't have any money. Me and your mama are fine." And we bought a brand new riding lawnmower because he was at college and couldn't mow the yard no more.
I like that. I do feel his pain because I felt some of that too. But you're on to something there because everybody thinks, and we've seen some of these people. they can't drive the Honda Civic down the highway straight, but they get a zero turn and they're professionals.
So
You
are
mean
we
CRV?
gonna put in that maybe next year we do a fundraiser for Back to the Strip,
I'm in on it.
zero turn.
Zero turn competition right here early that morning. Because hey, let's be honest. Most people, they want to get up early and mow. Do they not?
They do.
Kind of beat the heat. I'm in on that.
We could do.
We need an obstacle course.
We could do it maybe a week before or something. We could
Yeah,
because
I
we
like
have the
that.
car show and stuff going on that
I
morning.
like
but
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got potential, really.
That does have potential.
And let's be honest, there's going to be some people that's going to tear some zero turns up, and I'm all in on that. Hey,
So-
and I think we can get a sponsor.
I was
for
fixing to
that.
say, so we need
Yes.
Kubota.
No, they need a Kubota. We've got a Kubota. Krebs.
Crabs,
All in on that.
Kubota.
All in on that.
And then we've got Mac Melville Lawn and Garden out here.
Yes.
And we got Tri Green.
Yeah. I think Scotty'd be willing to give us some money.
And then
I
then
think-
if I got one from
Maybe.
Lowe's, you'd be equally surprised that if I got one from Lowe's, if I got a
If
sponsorship
you get
from
Lowe's and Walmart, I may just sign the whole thing over to you.
Hey, you do realize who my girlfriend is, right?
I have been told.
Okay,
I've been told.
I got
there
her.
may be some
I got
connections
her
there.
so challenge accepted. If I can win that lottery by George,
Yep.
a sponsorship from Walmart and Lowe's is a milestone.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we go sponsorship. Hey, we won't have to go out and ask for any more grant money.
Does does Simmons have a girlfriend?
You know what, Simmons? I don't talk about his personal life too much.
Because
He doesn't
if
call
I
his
can
left
get
hand cheese, so I don't think so.
if I can get Walmart, Lowe's, and Simmons a girlfriend, I'm like
that's a trifecta, boys.
I'm like good for the year, right?
Simmons is sitting outside going, "How in the world did we get on that?"
Well, it just. And from
an
the back
echo in
room,
the background.
from the back room, boys, he hollers out.
Hey, Simmons on a zero turn.
Oh,
I want to see that.
and I'm willing to coach everybody. I got about 20 acres. Y'all can practice your zero turn on. Just make sure you mow evenly.
Yeah, you
As
got to
you
make
go
sure the
through, yeah,
lines.
yeah.
You got to make sure the
Oh,
lines.
oh, he's broke. He's broke in.
Wait, what was that, Jeff?
Hey, what was it? That rhymed with duck, I believe.
Hey, Simmons, come back for a second. You told us if we got sidetracked, it's no problem. I mean, so you got thrown in the mix.
Yeah, how'd you get thrown in the mix of this?
I heard, and I'm no comment on that question that you were asking. But maybe not.
Hey, Simmons, what did you was the word? Did he use asinine?
He actually used the word
He said
asinine.
I think Back to the Strip is asinine. Was that-
Absolutely, that's exactly the wording he
He
did
used
use.
that, and
Yeah.
my comment back to that is I told Sullens after that, and I
Yes,
said
he
I
actually
think
did call me.
I think it's asinine that you would go on air with legs that white. That when you wear white shorts, you don't know where they start and stop. I think that is asinine. Is what I think.
I swear. I'll tell you what I would do. I would, if there's anybody out there this weekend
That can spray tan Simmons
that
legs.
can spray
We'll pay
tan
for 'em.
Simmons, I'll pay for that. I also will give you all the gas money that you will need to let Simmons try to back your boat. Now you're gonna need 2 tanks. We're gonna teach him how to do this out here, I believe.
I would have a lot more luck with the boat than I would with actually the trailer. I've actually done the boat before.
Oh, you've done the boat.
I've done the boat. I can get the boat off and on.
No, I'm talking about you got to back the trailer. Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we
we're
won't
toast.
see you back it.
I thought you
into
just
it.
meaning like on the boat on the water.
Oh,
back
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
I can do that.
I've seen 3-year-old drive boats. That's not a problem.
Exactly. That's where we're at here.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
want
level
you.
that
We
we're
want
on.
to see you back the trailer. I think that's
Not
got
chance.
potential. Okay.
Not a chance.
Well, this
There's
went.
no amount of gas.
It went off the rails.
It
the
went off
last
real.
bit.
I would like to see him take a boat and trailer and truck around the bales uptown.
We ought to. That ought to be that. You know what? You know how you've done things, and you've done this before. They set the speed limit based on what a vehicle actually can do in an area.
Yes.
Simmons needs to be the person that we allow to drive in an area, and if he can get around the obstacle, then we keep the bollards there. If Simmons can't, we got to move them 6 inches. Because I think that there's a chance Simmons is on top of a bollard before it's all said and done.
Oh, there's 100% chance.
Have you hit one yet or got close?
No. I've never driven a trailer in my entire life.
No, I ain't talking about the trailer. Have
you
you
got
hit
caught just to hitting
anything?
one.
Have you hit anything, a non-moving object in your vehicle?
Yes.
What would that be?
When I was 16 years old, y'all remember Shooters?
Shooters?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they had the sign back there.
Yeah.
I backed in.
Back
I
right
straight
into it.
it.
Hey, I
I busted out my back windshield.
I can't say nothing about.
He was 16,
16.
so he was sober.
I was stone cold sober. Left Verizon. Left Verizon. Jumped in my truck. Backed up. The next thing I knew, I had whiplash, and I hit the Verizon sign by George. Put a big old dent in my bumper. So I feel you,
Been there.
Simmons.
Yeah, Shooters, another sponsor.
Have y'all ever tore down a fire hydrant uptown?
No,
I have.
Nothing.
And
else.
then
I drug that bad boy all the way to Warren County Furniture.
You can tell that story. I'm heading to
Yeah,
church.
we're not gonna tell that story. we gotta get him backing up to the shop, so we're not gonna tell him that story.
No, I was going to say one thing. After listening to this show, I understand why it's called Back It Up Terry. Y'all 20 minutes talking about going in reverse on the highway. I still think that y'all got to, I think that here's the plan.
Tell me.
Y'all go reverse convoy or reverse rocking chair. You have to have people behind you and in front of you. You go reverse rocking chair, and they just surround the truck.
The car.
They surround the truck. The whole way.
Okay. Well, but we're
Out
gonna
in front and out in behind.
so what you're talking about is an escort.
Yeah, you just get an escort. Yeah.
You noticed that he had no idea what he reversed. He's going. You have a
The
rocking chair.
It's
a rocking chair.
I watched all the Smoky Bandit.
But the problem is when you put them in. How am I going to put a truck in the rocking chair? Because it's a truck. What am I like? Am I doing it with planes?
Gotta have other trucks, man.
Oh,
Wait, I forgot. He was talking about Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
He was talking about having a
yeah.
rocking chair.
So you know the rocking
Yeah,
chair.
yeah.
You know the
You gotta
deal.
put him in the rocking chair.
It's the safest place you can be, man.
But he's reversed.
I can just tell you.
Still one of the greatest
you,
movies ever.
you sounded much taller on the radio, boy. All right, how long we been?
I think we got about 5 more minutes. Is that about right, Connor?
We've been going for 56 minutes and 29 seconds.
We said we're gonna last an hour. You got your show lined up for next week? Because this has done really big numbers. I'm telling you.
So
look at the
I'm
numbers.
coming back.
Oh, you're coming back.
I'm coming
but,
back.
But you got to come back with other guests.
Well, here's the thing.
Tell me.
So I will tell you this.
got
I
a
know
little hot this week.
I know y'all partnered up a little bit with Kelly. Am I right?
Absolutely.
And Kelly told me this right here. She said the number one thing you got to do, because I was nervous when you actually I jokingly said to you, if you start this, I want to do a podcast, and you went,
Yeah, but
oh,
when-
you're doing one.
But when you said you jokingly, you said you were in, so I'm thinking he's in.
Well, and I was
Yeah.
until it got real, and I got really nervous about what am I going to do. And I will say, Kelly gave me some really good advice. Find what you're going to talk about,
Yeah.
and then that way you know what direction you're going with. So still at this point in time, I really don't know what my direction is. I really don't know.
I really thought it was going to be a little bit like you had what we did today with some common sense type approaches of how life should be.
Now that's
I thought at some point in time you'd probably have a musical guest or something of that nature.
I done got one lined up.
Coming in, those type things. But I thought it would be a little bit like where it's just laid back. You're just talking. Before it's all said and done, we're gonna have our comments up here. One thing that I will give Simmons, and I've never did this, and he's talked about this. This is a whole lot easier when you have people in the room.
Doing it by yourself.
I think it's tough at times.
That's the reason why you're sitting here. As I really couldn't find the person that I there was a person that I wanted, but I really didn't want to sit here for an hour talking to them. But they were on the opposite side. They were on the get rid of the bells.
Okay.
But I was like, am I going to end up in a slugfest? You know, is he going to say
One
something?
thing we probably want to stay.
Yeah.
Maybe until like week 3. Before
Wait
we
3
get
before
started
this
throwing
happens.
blows.
But I was like, you know what? I don't know how Sullens feels about this, but I feel like it'd be a good topic.
Oh, I think it's a great topic because it always. That's one thing that I think Simmons and I and Trev have done a really good job of. It's hard doing this every day, especially if you don't have guests, because there's some days there's not a lot of stuff to talk about.
Exactly.
What goes on uptown, that's something that generates comments and views every time it happens. So that would be a suggestion of mine. I think you got to understand there's things the audience will listen to, and there's things they're not going to want to listen to at all. And if if you don't believe me, just turn over to some of where we left from. I mean, there's crap that nobody listens to over there. We see it every week. You start looking at your numbers and seeing, hey, that resonated with people. But one thing you do well, you can talk to somebody. Where you, and I think Connor will agree with this, and I'm going to be quiet about it. Where you get in trouble is when you bring a guest on that you think is going to be really good, and about 5 minutes in, you're going,
You're having to pull something out of them.
that's where it gets tough.
Because I've been in that situation
that
before.
gets tough.
And when you're trying to pull everything out of them and you're like, this is really not going nowhere. So then you just want to go to break and go, all right, you're out of here. I got to find something else to do.
Hey, we've not kicked anybody off the show yet. That's something we can do. If Connor and Chris, y'all say, hey, we're good, I'll stand behind you 100%. But hey, we're gonna have you're gonna have a big time. You're not gonna see me back on Tuesday night except I'm behind it.
Don't be telling me that.
We're glad. Well, I will come back if you back the truck.
Okay.
But the zero turn, man. See, those are things that people would want to see. Zero turn competition.
You also got a really good place out here that because it's all concrete to do a burnout competition.
That's another thing. See, hey,
Alan
you're
Dodd.
talking about doing some numbers now.
Alan Dodd to be in on and here's the thing, you wouldn't have to open it up to the public. You could open it up to the participants and then live stream it.
Yep. I'm in on
And
that.
I'm talking about
Yes. We
getting
get a
some-
major sponsor. Maybe the Alan Dodd place he works for.
maybe
I may have we've got some connections with that.
maybe some tire shops or something,
Yes.
But I can make stuff like that happen. But also want to bring awareness to the community.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but not just here. My initial podcast that I always said I wanted to do is I don't know if y'all know what I do, but I drive a tour bus for entertainers.
Yep.
And everybody interviews the boss man. You're here. Nobody interviews Connor.
Absolutely. I
Nobody
agree with that.
interviews the stage hands, the bus drivers, the people that puts the stage together, that stuff. That was always my first initial thing. Well, I ain't going to get that in McMill, Tennessee, because we ain't got you'd be amazed at how many bus drivers and tour managers and stuff. There was a tour manager that I worked with for a long time, and one day he said, Chris, where you from? And I went, McMill. He said, I live up in North Cuts Cove. And he worked for the Outlaws and the Black Hawk. And I rode the bus with him several times. He used to work for David Lee Murphy. And I was like, are you kidding me? You live in North Cuts Cove? He said, yeah, I live up in Murphy College. So you don't realize how many people's from around here. But if you enjoyed this episode
think
of
they
Back It
did.
Up, Terry, chime in, let us know. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can contact me or Sullens
Yep.
or Simmons or Warren County Sports Authority.
Absolutely. Warren County Way, all those subsidiaries that now we have.
But be sure and tune in next Tuesday for
Yep.
the next episode of I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but we're going to back it up, Terry. Right here at is this official
It's Studio
Studio 605
605
at an undetermined location.
at an undetermined location. I love it. Hey, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord.